We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Debbie Barnett, and I am all about Mahjong. I do Mahjong events online and in person all year round, and tonight is Skill Building Wednesdays, where I play against the bots at I Love Maj, and they give me a run for my money. So we're going to have some fun tonight and see how they do tonight and whether I get any jokers, because I'm not always so lucky with the jokers on Wednesday nights for some reason, but it's always fun and there's always a great learning experience. And welcome for anybody who has joined on YouTube. Hello, Linda. Hello, Carol. I know there'll be others popping in. And if you have any questions while I am navigating through the Charleston, through the hands, put it in chat and I'll do my best to pay attention. I do like to ask for assistance now and then, because sometimes I'm in such a dilemma that it just helps to have my security blanket chime in a little bit, and then I could make a decision based on that. Of course, when I'm on my own, I make my own decisions, but I love to include you guys. So just so you know that your opinions matter. And as I say each week, I may not always pick your choice of what you tell me to do, but I will try my best to give you a reason why I don't. And who asked me if I like this? I think it was Kathy. Did Kathy ask me? Yeah, Kathy said, do I like this year's card? I do like it quite a bit, actually. And I do have some favorite go-to hands. I think it, but then again, every year there's hands I missed. And as I'm playing, I'll be like, oh, where's that hand when I need it? We all go through those pains every year, missing the hands that were on there and getting used to the new card. But I actually really like this card. I think it's got, there's a lot of ability to change and switch out of hands, which I think is really super. There's a lot of hands, a lot more hands with pungs in it. So it seems like, those are really go-to hands, especially, I'll tell you just a couple. Line 3 under Winds and Dragon is nice. Line 2 and line 3, actually line 1, 2, and 3 are very popular, all of them, but line 2, especially with that little mini run, seems to be used quite a bit this year. So I like those hands. I also love under consecutive run, the 1, 2, 1, 2, and also the flowers with the pairs 1, 2, and the pungs of the next number in the run. Those would be the 6th and 7th hands down under consecutive runs. I love those. Any like numbers, little boring this year, but in order to add the addition hands section, which doesn't seem to be my go-to section most of the time, I'm trying for you guys to keep that open and look at it, because I know that some of my watchers like those addition hands. So I'm trying to be more cognizant of those hands. And I'm kind of like almost embarrassed to tell you guys, I haven't made one of those hands, because the 3 Kongs to me are more challenging to make. So if you have a lot of jokers, then you're good with those hands, but then you got to worry about the pair of flowers too. So if everything works out great, there's nothing wrong with those hands, but 3 Kongs and a pair are certainly going to be a harder combination to make than 2 pungs and 2 Kongs, no doubt about it. I also like 2023. I like the first hand. Not so crazy about it, but again, since they added the addition hands, they took away from I believe the like numbers. They took 1 away. They took 1 away from 2023, maybe 1 away from 2022, 4, 6, 8, maybe 2 from 2, 4, 6, 8. But so now there's less in those less hands in those particular sections. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. Oh, I also love the 1355 and the 5799, which is a similar configuration to the line 7 under consecutive run. So it's the 4 flowers, the clong of flowers, and then the 2 pairs and the 5s or 9s, left or right side. So those are some of my favorites, but I play, really, the tiles lead the way, and that is the God's honest truth. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to I Love Maj right now, share my screen. So here we are at I Love Maj. If you have not experienced this online platform, I do urge you to just check it out. There is nothing wrong with checking this out. You get 3 weeks if you use my affiliate code. My affiliate code is in every one of my YouTube descriptions. So whether it's this one after it gets uploaded or another one that's uploaded, it is there. It is a very intuitive and easy to use website. I love their exercise room. This is one of the best places to come in and learn the card. Learning the card will get you to a whole other level of play. So I urge you to try to practice and learn the card and come into the exercise room. And then they have their game launch pad where I'll be playing with the bots. And if you do want to come in and not have your game stats recorded, you play just for fun. You can enable practice mode, gives you hand suggestions and a discard counter. You don't need to use it, or you could use it and then give it up when you're ready to. But I play the official game, and I think I like the intermediate. It gives me a longer chance to play a longer game, and I haven't found a huge difference between intermediate and advanced, but its standard is beginner, and the beginner bots do things that a beginner player would do. They maybe don't make as wise a decision when passing in the Charleston, and may throw something toward the end of the game that they shouldn't throw. Intermediate is definitely more sophisticated. And like I said, I don't see a huge difference yet between intermediate and advanced, but I'm going to keep an eye out for things that they may do that I think didn't make a lot of sense to me. And the advanced players are like playing with a very experienced player. Now, I've been doing advanced up until now, but they are very tough competitors, and I don't want the game to end so quickly. So by playing intermediate, I'm finding they do go a little bit longer. Now, I do want to mention that I normally play till 8:30, but I have some commitments that I have to meet and deadlines for tomorrow. So I am going to be getting off a little bit earlier tonight. So I just wanted to let you guys know. And I'm going to go ahead and get started and launch the game. I'm going to say no to live games, so nobody invites me to their table and then I get bumped out of what I'm doing. And here we are, ready to start the game. And this is where you can make sure you have the right card checked. You can also change your bot level here. You can also put on a timer, and this timer is just like it's for making how long it takes to make a decision when a tile is discarded, if you want to call it. And it does have a pause button as well, so you could still pause it. You don't have to run out of time, but it's a good way to test yourself and see how long it takes you. Start out at 10, work your way down. For the purpose of this class, I keep it off, so I don't have to even think about pressing a pause button or anything like that. So, all right, so here we go. And over here, different types of tiles. Oh, I did say 1 week that, and I had several people thought it would be a great idea. The Mahjong line has some beautiful tiles, but they don't look exactly like the regular tiles. And I did ask, and somebody said it would really be fun to do it, but I don't know about doing it tonight. I was thinking of maybe doing like a separate, even a private video and going through these different styles, maybe, or maybe, yeah, one video and doing one game in each, just so people could see what the tiles look like because they're so pretty. But if I pick them now, it's going to start the game with it. And my stats are being recorded, so I don't want to start the game and cancel it. So we'll keep things just the way they are. But I'm thinking about doing that. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, here we are. So you can see I'm playing against Wes over here on the right, and Joe and Agatha. And for those of you who are new tonight, the names of these bots are play on words. If you read them enough, you'll figure it out. It's not too difficult. If you get really stuck and you want a little hint, put it in the chat box and I'll tell you what it means. But they really are cute. They're very clever. They're all play on words. So see if you could figure it out. Okay, my tiles are in. And guess what? I have no jokers. Of course. Why would I get jokers? Anyway, I like to sort by suit. You can sort by rank, but to me, sorting by rank doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Sorting by suit gets them neatly organized to begin with in your suits. And then from there, you could see, what you have as far as any multiples. Working from multiples is always a good place to start because that is a strength to start with. But as we've seen, sometimes those multiples end up getting broken up and not even be multiples. So now that we have no multiples, and I've sorted this very neatly like this, I most likely it'll benefit me to take and put these tiles into evens and odds just to see where I stand. Do I have more evens or do I have more odds? And that may give me a direction to go in. So it looks like I'm pretty well almost split down the middle, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. I have one more of the odds. And, that is maybe a direction I would go in, but I wouldn't want it to be the only direction. So if when I play tonight, my job is to show you as many possibilities as there are. Some instructors teach newer players to focus on one thing. And my philosophy is different than that. I feel that if you train your brain to do something one way to start, then that's the way you're going to learn. If you start learning to focus on one thing, then you form that habit and it's very challenging to break it. It's just like when I see people who play in person who were taught to keep their tiles separated in groupings when they're playing, and they still are doing that years later, and I can tell everything that's going on with their hands. So not the smartest thing in the world to do. There's just a lot of things like that I want people to learn. I want my students to learn the right way from the get-go. So if you're one of those that plays in person and keeps your grouping separate during the game, try to close those gaps up. All right, so here, now I'm going to look to see what else I could do if I decided to play 2, 4, 6, 8. And what I normally do if I were to do 2, 4, 6, 8, I'm going to try to see if I could get a pung kong configuration going on, and with the 2 suits, which would be line 2, either in 1 suit or 2. And I don't have that here at the, so that I don't have. And then I would maybe look to see if there is something else that might work. And I have the 3 suit, which is line number 4 here under 2, 4, 6, 8. So then, maybe I'll keep those tiles because that gives me a nice amount of tiles and actually no gaps, even though I only have one of each grouping. There's no gaps in that hand. I'm not missing a tile from one of the groupings. So maybe the 2, 4, 4, 6, 8, line 4 might be something I want to keep an eye on. And now if I were to do that, so let me move these down here. I'll keep that there. Let me move that one down there. And let me look at the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, because I want to keep my options open, but I need to pick 3 tiles to pass, right? I do have 2 like numbers in 4s. Very weak at this point, but I do have that. And as far as the 5, 7, 9, again, I'll start out by looking at a pung kong situation when I'm in this dilemma with, and by the way, I like my winds and dragons to the right. That's where I normally keep them. I'm going to start out to see if I can work something out with that. And maybe, who knows, maybe even the dragon would work out. But let's see if I have a 5, 7, 7, 9. And I don't. I have pieces of things. I have a 5 in the bam. I have a 7 and a 9 crack, but I don't have the 7 bam. I have the 7 and 9 dot, but I don't have, you know, the 7 again. So in this case, you know, if I wanted to keep my options open for some possible 5, 7, 7, 9, I would keep the 5 bam, thinking that maybe I'd get 7 bam, and then I could do 7, 9 crack, which would be the second line down, because the pung kongs are the easier hands to go to, but you never know, something else may come up that's going to really work out great for us. So we'll just keep our options open. So I would, right now, I would keep all that. Now I do have 3 9s. So maybe I'll keep the 3 9s for any like numbers. That's another thing I might want to keep my eye on. And we haven't even 3, 6, 9. I don't have, I have 1 3. And I do have a little bit of 3, 6, 9, but I can't keep every single thing. And for me, I see more 5, 7, 9 than I do 3, 6, 9. So sometimes it's about a visual, like what do I see or what do I feel? I don't feel 3, 6, 9 being the predominant category. But what about runs? I like to keep my option open for runs. And actually, just because of what I've kept here, I have plenty of run stuff going on. I don't need to make any decisions now, really, about anything. I'm just kind of looking around and trying to gather enough information to make a decision about what I'm going to pass. So I think in this particular case, I'm not going to keep the green. I might have kept it if the 5 was a 5 dot, because then I know that the 5th hand down uses the opposite dragon. So if it was 5 dot, 7 dot, the green, and then 7 crack, 9 crack, I might do that. But since I don't have it, I'm not going to keep it. But I got one of everything almost. And we're just going to have to see what comes in and hope that I get something in that's going to help me. Some kind of multiple that will help. Now I got in a 3 bam and I got a south and an east in. It's not making me real happy at this point with either any of this here. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it on. As far as passing wins, I don't love passing 2 together, but it's so new, beginning of the Charleston right now. I don't want to give up any of my tiles. And I'm not so upset when I'm passing an east and a south, better than an east and a west or a north and a south. Because again, that line 2 and 3 are pretty popular. So if you do a north-south together or an east-west together, yeah, it could be a setup for a hand for somebody, but again, that's not a really strict rule of mine. I finally got a multiple in. That makes me happy. And I got a 5 crack in. Now, every single Charleston, once you get tiles into your hand, you've got to reassess every single time you make a pass. So now that I have gotten in the 5 and 7, I filled in that pung kong, line number 2 here, 5, 7, 7, 9. All right, so that's makes me a little happier getting in one more, a duplicate of the 7 dots. And I don't know, maybe I'll get 5 dots. If I get 5 dots, then I could play the second hand from the bottom, could be a potential with the 5 dot, 7 dot in the 9s. I don't know. Right now, it's all just a guess. So I like that. And now that I haven't gotten any 2, 4, 6, 8s to add into my hand, I'm just going to move this down here for a minute. Not going to keep the 1, bam. I might want to start considering what I'll get rid of in here, but I want to keep my run options open. Runs are very flexible, so we don't want to give up that as being an option. So what would we keep? We want to keep about 4 numbers if we can, unless we're playing all one suit, line 1. We want to keep 4 numbers open around what would make sense would be around the 7s or the 7s and 9s in that area. So I'll keep the 6 for sure. And I'm not going to get rid of the 8 because, we have the 3rd line from the bottom, which is 7, 8, 7, 8. And it shows 1, 2, 1, 2 on the card, but the 7, 8, 7, 8 could possibly come in since I have the 2 7s right now. So I think I'm going to keep that, and I will keep the 6 as well for possibly a mixed suit run. So as of right now, I'm going to move these down here because they're not really helping me out a whole lot. I might even want to keep the 5 and 6 for 5 bam, 6 bam, 7 dot, 8 dot. Again, 4 numbers that can work in a row within the numbers that you have. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. I agree, 100%. It takes practice, but the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. Now I have a few tiles to pass. To make it, I'll mix it up. Instead of doing a 2 dot and 4 dot, I'll mix it up a little bit. That's a little wiser than doing this. You try to do the best you can. This would be the beginning of many of the hands under 2, 4, 6, 8. But if you start out, if I do this, it makes it a little more difficult because there is no hand that starts out with 1 suit in a 2 and then goes to another suit in a 4 like that, although line 4 does, but it's not connected to the 2. So that does have that, but it's still better than 2 and 4 in my mind. So I'm going to do that. And of course, I just got a 4 in instead of what I wanted to get in. And I got a 3 in, and I think I had that and gave that away already. And I get all these 2 and 4s back. Okay, continue the Charleston. You better believe I got to continue the Charleston. You don't stop the Charleston. I have a full video in my 14 video series on YouTube that talks about when and why to stop the Charleston. I have tiles to pass. By me saying I'm confused, I don't want to give anything up, I don't know what I'm doing, that's not a reason to stop. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And I'm going to do the 2. I'm going to do this and this and see what happens. Maybe I'll get something in. I don't know. Let's see. All right, I got a 5 in. And now, the 5, 6, 7, 8 could be something that comes up. I could have, let's see. 5. If I got reds in, I could hope for 7 bams, and then I'd have another little hand under 5, 7, 7, 9. I'm just like talking about the hands. So when I do this, I'm not committing to anything. So I don't want you to think that that's what I'm doing. I'm not. I'm just looking at different options so that I know what I'm going to collect. And that's what it is right now. It's a collection. We're tile collecting until we are forced to make a decision. All right, I'm going to get rid of the 1. I'm going to get rid of the 2, and I'm going to get rid of the 4. And I'm going to still keep all of this in here to see what happens. Now I have a 7. So now I have a 5, 7, 7, 9 forming in that pung kong second hand. I don't have a 6 crack, or I would be thinking about a mixed suit run, 5 bam, 6 crack, 7 dot. And I really should be looking at singles and pairs since I have no chokers too. But there's really nothing. The 5, 7, 9, the first line, you have to collect all the 1s, all the 3s, all the 5, 7, 9. So I didn't do that from the beginning because I didn't see that strong a possibility for that. So we probably not going to be doing anything in singles and pairs, although I would like to. Well, those 2 are a definite pass for me. So now I have to figure out what else I'm going to keep here that might work out. So if I did, you know, I kind of feel like I want to keep those 9s, but I'm not 100% sure whether they're going to be any help in anything, because I'll have to give up a pair if I'm thinking of 5, 7, 9, 9. Either the, but it's an option. It's an option. And then I want to keep still 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can keep that. I'm thinking the 5 crack might be the one I would give up, but let me just see. The mixed suit 5, 7, 9, third hand down under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I have 5, 7, 9. I do have a little bit of that. I mean, I've got a lot going on in that section, and I don't even know that consecutive numbers is going to come into play. No guarantee, but I don't think I need the 5, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Courtesy pass. And I did get a red. So there is line number 5 right there. I have one of the pairs, but I don't have the 9. I got the green back, 4 crack back. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to get rid of, I don't even think I need this 8 crack, to be honest with you, but I've had it the whole time. And I've had the 6, I think I got the 6 in. So that I got in during the Charleston. I think this is what I'm going to end up doing. 5, 6, 6, yeah. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all 3 of those. That will maximize the amount of tiles I get in. Who knows? I get in new tiles at the end, so maybe I'll be lucky. But I didn't, and I got back 2 wins that I got in the beginning, and that was it. I only saw them on that across, that first across I received them. All right, so here we go. Now it's all about a lot of luck and some skill together. I would love to say it's a lot of skill and some luck, but I think it's probably a lot of luck and some skill. I'm going to dump the wins first. I really don't think that anybody's holding on to them, but you just never know. It's been sneaky with those pungs of wins popping up later on. So flowers are going out early, and that 2 dots. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the west. 3 flowers early on. Oh boy. Now I have a 5. Well, I'm going to keep that because that could work with 5, 7, 9, 9. So I'll keep that for a little bit.
2 crack, 4 crack, 3 crack.
All righty. So when I start discarding, I do like to discard anything that is fresh and not on the table because people aren't set up to call tiles early. So you want to get them out early. The 8 crack I had in my hand the whole time. I never saw another one. It's got to go. Somebody may be playing it. I'd rather them call it for an exposure. But no, they didn't.
North.
All right. 3 is out there. 2 dot is not out there yet. 2 crack is out there. And 7 crack, we don't know if we're keeping it. So we're going to keep that a little bit.
2 dots. 9 crack.
And 9 crack. So there goes a 9 crack. I kind of keep in track of tiles that I'm collecting if they go out. Oh my goodness, that is 4 flowers already. And I got a red. Okay, that's pretty cool. And now since all these are already out, it doesn't really matter. So I'll start doubling up and getting them out. Now there is a 7. And if I were committing to 5, 7, dragon, 7, 9, 5th hand down, I could certainly call that right now and grab it. I have no jokers. I don't really feel great about grabbing it right now. I kind of want to leave my options open. I don't want to get myself totally locked into one hand at this point. If I were able, if I had more in other areas that where I could call the 7, I might, but there is one more out there. Oh, it's such a dilemma. It's early. It's very, very early. I think I'm gonna, let's see. See, I don't have the 9 dot. That's why I don't really want to call it right now. Because if 9 dots are being played by someone else or they go out, then I've locked myself into a hand that I can't. I could switch out into 5, 7, 7, 9. Maybe I should do that. All right, so if I call that, I have a backup here. And I don't have, and then I don't have any other backup, but maybe I should do it. If I locked myself in and I could not do anything else, I would not do it. But for the 2nd hand and for the 5th hand, I could use the 7. So maybe I'll just go ahead and try to force something to happen here. I think I'm going to do it. Because nobody's going to know what I'm calling. So sometimes you don't want to reveal yourself too early. But if I show a pung of 7 dots, it could be so many things. I think I'm going to just give it a try. All right.
5 dots.
So we'll see what happens.
7 bam.
Now there goes one of my 7 bams. And let's see. We'll go ahead and get rid of the 1.
1 crack. 3 bam. 9 bam.
There's a 9 bam. Let's see. There was a 9 crack and a 9 bam out. Okay. And I can't call it. So this is what happens when you don't have any jokers. I have a 5 bam. So that's good for the backup hand of the pung kong line 2. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the 7. Correct.
7 crack. 5 dots. 9
And
dots.
there's a 5 dot. There's a 9 dot. So that's number 1.
8 dots.
I need jokers. There's a 9. Interesting. Interesting. I might want to, I don't know. I mean, I could keep the 5 dot. No, it wouldn't even help me at all. 5 dot won't help me. 5, 7. Well, if I did 5, 7 as a backup, 5, 7 dot with the reds, and then 7 and 9, bam. Ah, look at that. That's kind of crazy. So if I were to get a 5 dot in, then I could do 5, 7 dot with the red, and then the 7 and 9 bam, and I'd have my 9 bams. Right? And then I wouldn't have to, so it could be flip-flopped. So in this particular case, I need to get rid of the 9 crack. All right, is everybody following me? Because that's like, I'm confused myself. 5 dot, 7 dot, 5th hand down with reds in the middle, and then 7 bam, 9 bam, or 5 bam, 7 bam with reds in the middle, 7 dot, 9 dot. So if I get the 5 dot first or the 9 dot, I'll make that decision as to which one of those dragon hands I'm going to keep track of. In the meantime, I'm still keeping an eye out on line 2 as an option. So I'll leave that there for now. And I believe it's the 9 crack that can go safely. 5, 7, red, 7, 9. Okay, yes.
9 crack. 4 crack. North. 7 dots.
Okay, I don't need that.
2 dots. East.
And during the first 33 tiles, which is the beginning game, you don't need to think about
South.
worrying about too much, because you know, you just want to get out fresh tiles and you could just go pretty quickly.
West. East. 1 crack.
You get a little bit, as you start getting into the middle game, you're going to pay more attention, and the end game, a lot of attention. So,
Call. 3
all right, we have a 2 bam call pung. We don't know what they're doing at this point. It could be a lot of things. A lot of things. So have no clue. Could be a 2, 4, 6, 8. It could be a consecutive run. Could be a 2023. Lots of things right now.
8 crack.
And we have a 5 crack. We're not going to keep that, baby.
5 crack. Joker swap.
Oh, everybody beats me to those
3
joker
dots.
swaps.
5 dots.
All right, so there's 1 5 dot, and there's 2. Actually, there's 3 5 dots, so that's not even going to happen. But now I could, nope. So that's not going to even be a possibility for me. I'm not going to do it that way at all. But the 1 crack is 3 of them are out. The 5 dot, 3 of them are out. So either one, you know, no matter what, even if they were brand new, I'd get them out. But I just wanted to see, yeah, 5 dots are gone. So I don't, that hope was
Green.
blown out of the water very quickly. Oh, look at that. So fast. I mean, really fast. Let's see how many tiles are left. 46 tiles are left. Wow. Middle of the game. Unbelievable. Okay, so we, good job, Agatha, by the way. And you guys figured out, oh, Phyllis said 2 are, Randy said 1 5 dot was gone. Phyllis said 2 are out. Yeah. Yeah, I realized that when I started looking at it, but you never know. I always hope. I always hope for that last one. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive run. Pung kwong, pung kwong. And then for Joe, 2, 4, 6, 8. Pung kwong, pung kwong. They are very popular pung kwong, pung kwongs. They're powerful, powerful hands. And then West was playing line 3 of 2, 4, 6, 8. And that was also a pung kong. Crazy, but his hand was a mess. Look at that, a mess. All right, let's start the next game. Let me just take a quick look at what Marcy, I've never found the money button under live chat. Can you tell me more specifically where I might find it? Marcy, the money button, I don't know if I have it activated, but what is that used for? That button, let me know, please. And somebody had said to take it, of course, yes, but 2 5 dots are already gone. So iffy and chancy. Well, but I already had my backup with the 9 dot part, so I was good. I'll keep every option open if possible until it dies. And it did die. So let's start again. I have a joker. Yay, I'm so excited. I have a joker. All right, I even have a multiple. I'm going to put this down here for right now. And we want to start, I'll put my winds and dragons here. We want to start working off of our multiple. So if we're going to look at 6s, then I might look to see if there's anything in 2 4 6 8 that might work out really well for me, and not a lot right now in 2 4 6 8 that really makes me bubbly here. What about something to do with a I'm even looking at the addition hands. I don't have 3, so I can't do 3 plus 3 equals 6, but I looked. Consecutive run, well, we have 4 and 5, and we have the 5 and 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8. So if we keep all that there, we might have that. And I do have, I didn't see this here. I might have had the 8 over there, but 2, 4, 6, 8, pung kong is a potential if I have enough to keep, if that makes sense for me to keep that. So let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's a possibility. And 2, 4. All right, so 4. I'm just talking to myself right now. 5, 6, and 7. Mixed run there. 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7 crack if it came in. I'm going to get rid of that for sure. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I don't like to pass soaps if I can help it, because they do have a dual role. And they're pretty important if you're playing a number hand, a year hand rather. So what might I get rid of here? 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like that. So when I think of runs, I think of, again, 4 numbers in a sequence. So in my head, I'm thinking, 4, 5, bam, 6, 7 crack, 5, 6 cracks, 7, 8 dot, thinking of all that. And so I am going to get rid of the 5 because I'm holding the 8 just in case for 2, 4, 6, 8. Again, I hope there's a sign so that I know what I'm going to be doing. Can't keep it all. Well, I just got a 6 in. And that doesn't really help me too much, except for maybe like numbers. Let's see, 3, 6, 6, 9. That might be a possibility too. 3, 6, and then 6, 9, but let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could keep, and then I don't want to necessarily get rid of, no, I'm too far from that. I always think of that like numbers line 2 hand and think about keeping the dragons. And I'm thinking of the 6s, but I can't keep it all. So I'm really having to make decisions here. If anybody sees anything that's popping out, let me know. Oh, Marcy says I have it bulletized in the video description. Okay, I'll check that out. I know that's the super chat feature. I can't remember if I enabled it or not. So I have to look at it. And Marcy, if you think of it, shoot me an email or a private message later and just remind me to check it out. It's been kind of on my radar, so I'm happy you're mentioning it. All right, now I'm not gonna keep you know what's gonna happen? I almost feel like I should keep the 3, 6. And I feel like and keep the runs going on in 6, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I think I'm gonna do this. And I think I'm going to do this. I just want to get something good in. Oh my God. I gave the 2 away and I got in a 4 dot. Oh my goodness. That's how Mahjong is, right? Now I could hope to get back the 4 dot, and I have sometimes kept something that I gave away and I get it back. Maybe I'll get it back. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do here? I mean, it really, sometimes it's such a challenge if you don't like have something really screaming out at you. But 6, 5, 6, 7. I have to keep the 5 bam and the 7 dot for mixed suit 5, 6, 7. And then let's see if I get that 2 back. So I don't, let's see, 6, 7, 8. No, I think I'm going to get rid of that. I mean, I may get a 5 in. I don't know. Do I really want to get rid of that? Maybe the 4. Maybe the 4. All right. We're going to see what happens here. So I got another 4 in. Now that would be nice if I got that 2 dot back. Now I have a 7 dot. Oh, let's see. 5, 6, and 7 dot for a mixed suit run. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hold that for 2 if I get the 2 back. And I'm going to continue because I don't have one good hand.
That's interesting.
I'm thinking this, but I have a lot of options here. Does anybody anybody have any suggestions as to what they think might be better? But here I have maybe get that 2 dot back. And I have the 5, so that would be 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then I have 5 bam, 6 crack, 7 dot. You know, 1 joker. I need a lot of help here. So I'm going with it. Or 4, 5, 6 run. Oh, or 4, 5, 6 run. And it's sitting right there, Phyllis. Thank you. And Phyllis just pointed out 4 dot, 5 bam, 6 crack is also there. All right, so now I have the 5 dots. And 4, 5, 6, 7 is, let's see, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. If I got a 3, 3, 4, 5, nope, wrong suit. Nope, forget about that. I don't think that's going to help me too much right now. I'm getting rid of that, and I'm going to still try and hold on to that. So, whew. All right, I got rid of the 5, and of course I got a 7 crack for 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, what do you think? Why would I think anything differently? Amazing. I'm on the second right, and I kind of feel like I might want to keep that 7. So I'm going to do 2 right now.
Courtesy pass.
And I didn't get anything, and I'm going to do 2. Oh, I need help.
Flower.
Ah, I got a 7 dot in. All right, so that's not bad, but I never got the 2 back. So 5, 6, 7 is looking better, but I need flowers. And 6 dot might help with 6, 7, 6, 7. Did I pass any 6 dots? Does anybody remember? I don't remember for some. I did? Randy, I think Randy yelled I did, but oh, he said no. I didn't think so either.
Flower.
Oh, 2 flowers. Oh my God, the intermediate bots get rid of those flowers early. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to get rid of prioritizing. I'll get rid of the soap first, since I held it the entire time.
7. 4 down. 4 down.
Okay, I'm not keeping that baby.
3 crack call. 6 dots.
All right, remember I passed 1. I was considering keeping the 3 crack. That's a good thing when they call early. It's a good thing. You know that you got it out. You know you did the right thing, actually. So there goes 1 6 dot when I was saying, ooh, maybe 6, 7, 6, 7. Now, of course, I could call it and put up 1 joker. I mean, 2 jokers. But that would not make any sense to make 2 jokers available this early in the game and lock myself into 6, 7, 6, 7.
1 crack.
No,
1 crack.
too early. All right, so 2 1 cracks are out. They went around. I got them twice in the Charleston. That is a sign to me that it is a safer tile than not. What I like to do is set myself up and keep the safer tiles to throw a little later if I still want to try to preserve my hand and throw tiles that I know that are probably safe. So with that in mind, I'll do the 2.
2 crack.
And I don't know why I'm holding out on 2, 4, 6, 8. It's probably not going to happen at all.
6 bam.
2, 6,
9
bam.
dots.
All right, so that's not out. I need to get it out.
2 bam. 5 bam.
And there's 1 5 bam. Now here's another situation. I don't have flowers. Yeah, I could call the 5 bam and put up 2 jokers, but that does not make any sense to do that right now. So I'm going to just hold my horses or hold my Mahjong tiles. 5, 6. Nope, don't need that baby, so we'll get that out.
9 bam. 3 bam. Green. 6 bam.
There's the 2 dot. 2 dot. All right. There's the 2 dot. Now, somebody kept the 2 dot. Did they? Yeah, I got this in the pick. So somebody kept the 2 dot. Now, are they using it? I'm going to hold it for a while. I'm going to watch very closely to what goes on, because what I could hope is that if somebody's using it, that if I do decide not to do 2, 4, 6, 8, and I throw the 2 dot, maybe they'll put it up with a joker and I'll get to do a joker swap. Well, let's just see what happens.
1 crack. North.
I need a good pick and a sign. Oh, there we go. 4 crack. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And there's a 4 dot. Oh, I'm going to be challenged all night. I can't call it. It's just too early for me to commit to anything. I'm hoping for a 4 crack joker exchange, but I just can't. It doesn't even make sense to call it. You know, sometimes, and I know as a newer player, it's you get anxious and you want to call it because you can, but just because you can is not the right reason to call it. So you have to think about a few things. And if I called that 4 dot, I'm putting up 1 joker with it, and I'm going to commit to either, actually 4, 5, 6 without flowers, or 2, 4, 6, 8, and I still need lots of things to cover everything else. I just can't call it yet. It's just not too early yet for me to make that decision. There goes 1, 5, bam. So I'll keep track, because nope, that's going to be 2.
Green.
2 out. So I keep record of that. There's a red. Don't see any reason to keep that baby right now.
6 bam. 7 bam. West.
Okay, there's another 4. Whew, man, see, now I have to cover this with the 4. And if I were to get more 8s, but my concern here is more about the fact that someone else is playing with the 2. That's my bigger concern. And 2, 5 bams have gone out. So 5, 6, 7, already I know that is the 5, 6, and 7. Right here, I can call the 7 dot. The 5 I need to already cover with 2 jokers. So if the 6 crack went out and I use the joker to call it, then I'm even in a weaker position and I don't have my pair of flowers. That's not a smart move. It really isn't. I'm almost better off doing 2, 4, 6, 8. With the jokers. Whoops. Come on. And still keeping with 2, 5 bams out. That's really crazy. Oh, 6, 7. Oh, I wish I had 8 bams. I mean, I'm sorry to say, this is really just 4, 5, 6, 7. What about 4, 5, 6, 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. It's weak too. I mean, if I do keep an eye on 4, 5 dot 6, 7 crack, or 2, 4 dot 6, 7 crack, even though tiles of mine have gone out, I don't have to worry about a pair of flowers, and I don't have to worry about 3 Kongs and covering all the ones that have gone out with jokers. I'm almost thinking I got to start dumping those 7 dots. Oh my God, Phyllis, help me. Phyllis, help me. Oh man, and YouTube is very, very quiet out there tonight. I see you guys watching, but you are being very quiet. Any suggestions, Phyllis? What do you think? Sharon says I would do 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, I'm going to keep my eye on that. But again, the 2 dot was kept in the Charleston, has not gone out yet. Prediction is, I was keeping the 7 crack for possible 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why I put that there. My question is what, is it going to benefit me to keep the 7 dots when 2, 5 bams went out? I guess it could if I get jokers. I mean, I could get rid of this. Oh, you know what? I changed this earlier to everyone in the meeting, and it went back to Sharon only. Okay, you guys, can you see all the messages? No, you won't be able to see them now, but moving forward, there was nothing that you missed in chat? And Randy, you could see because he's an he's a co-host. All right, so, oh, it went there again. Hold on. Everyone in meeting. Let me do a quick hi. Everybody see that? Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Ah, I don't know how, oh, wait a minute, it went directly back to Kathy again. Hey babe, could you try and see if you could change it to everyone in the meeting? It's not letting me. It keeps popping back to a direct message to Kathy. This is really strange. Why? What? I know it did because I changed it to everyone. And then after I said hi, it went back to Kathy again.
Yeah, mine says direct message, but it has your name, Debbie. It says.
I don't get it. All right, well, I don't know. You know, sometimes these computer things have a mind of its own. All right, so you know, I'm almost, I mean, honestly, I'm really thinking that I need to keep the 7. But nobody's, you know, I've had that. Nobody has thrown one. Somebody could be playing it too. I mean, it makes more sense for me to keep track of 2 pung-kwong than 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 when the 5s have gone out. Phyllis, convince me otherwise that I need to keep those 7s.
No, yeah, I can't say why you're keeping that.
Right? I mean, I honestly feel like you know, they're going to be safe anyway. So that's one good thing, but not that I have to worry about it. It's kind of early, but I think I'm going to dump them. It might be,
The
you know,
3-7 dots.
what?
The 3-7 dots you're gonna do?
Well, what am I keeping it for? For run 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, well, why? I don't know why you're keeping the 7 crack.
Oh, because make believe those jokers are 5 dots. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
It's easier than worrying about, you know, 2 flowers and 2. I have to cover the 5 with 2 jokers
Right.
right away. I've lost jokers for the 6 here, although I only need 1 good pick for that, but I don't have the flowers. And Carol said that Wes could be playing 1, 2, 3, 4 with my 2s. Exactly. I'm almost thinking that, you know, I get rid of the 7s. This is my game plan. Get rid of the 7s. And then, or I could get rid of the 5 because I wouldn't need it for 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can get rid of the 5 first. Dump the 2 a little bit, and somebody's gonna be playing with those 2s. And it could be Wes playing 1, 2, 3, 4. And if he mahjongs this early, then oh, he deserves it. And Linda says I dumped the 7 dots. I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. You know, for sure, I'm thinking that too. I could keep the 5 for 4, 5, 6. You know, it would be no different than 5, 6, 7, to be honest. So I'm going to start dumping the 7s.
7 dots, 5 dots.
It's nuts when you have to dump a pung. Oh my God. Okay, so there's a 5 for my hopes of 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't call it.
Joker swap, 8 dots.
Oh my God.
Red.
All right, let's see if by any chance he's playing. I don't think so. Because it would be impossible because the 1s and 2s are out, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would not be what Wes is doing. All right, so
Joker, 8 dots. red, east, west, 7 dots,
There goes the 7 dot.
8
That
dots,
was fine.
8 band,
Oh, wow. I don't think I need that for anything at all. And there's 3 out. So I've got lots of safe tiles, but that
1 band,
I've got all my discards are safe. I love when I set myself up like that anyway, regardless of the outcome.
8 band,
Oh,
red,
golly.
2 band, 3 crack, 9 band,
All right, so I got a 7. And I need, oh my goodness, if I could get just a couple of more good picks.
7 dots, 3 band, call, 2 crack,
Oh, 3 BAMs. They're up for grabs. Nope, only one. Only one.
so, east, 8 band, east,
Oh my goodness. Not for me. Let's see. Any out? I was curious, 1's out.
7 band, 6 band,
Not that I wouldn't throw it.
green,
I would throw it, especially if it's.
call, 2 crack,
All right, so we've got either line 1, the mini run line 2, and line 1 would be on the right side. Number 2 on the left side with the mini run. And what else could it be? That's it, those 2. All right,
south,
give me one more good pick, please. Oh, 9 dots sound very fresh. Early on, it went out. So let's see what happens.
9 dots, 9 dots, joker swap, 2
Oh,
band,
man. Everybody's getting my jokers. All right.
9 band, 7 band, 2 dots,
Yeah. 2 dot. Let's see what happens. I wonder if, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm not calling it anyway. If I were going to do anything, it would be 4, 5, 6, 7 at this point. So let's see what,
6 dots,
nope. Nope, nope, nope. All right, so that's filling in.
flower, 2 dots,
Maybe he decided to break his hand up.
8 crack,
4, 5, 6, 7, we don't
call,
need that.
1 dot,
Oh, look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh.
9 dots,
Don't mahjong anybody until I get around to me. Joe, may I have your joker, please? Am I going to make you jokerless? Ooh, that would not be good, but that's okay because we're playing against a computer.
joker swap,
All right, we got lots of jokers now. Oh, I would have played a quint hand had I known. Exactly, right? Okay, so 9, and I do want to pay attention, 9s and 2s and 5s, and everything looks like it's pretty safe. So I'm going to get rid of the, I don't know, I think they're all good. So
5 band, 5 dots,
oh, I screwed up. I hit the wrong thing by accident. You all just know that I was supposed to call that.
9
My-
crack,
My hand slipped very quickly there. Oh my goodness. Okay, don't want that. And that could be a very dangerous tile right now with 20 tiles left. 3 out, 4 out, and Agatha is probably playing with a pair, and that means, and I don't think Wes is playing, but if they're holding any. So at this point in a game in person, I would break my hand up, and I can't believe I let that 5 dot go. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't have even gotten the flower if I called it. Somebody else would have gotten it. Oh, I got to be careful with that mouse. I'm having some trouble with my mousey. I'm going to try it anyway. This is at 20 tiles left. I could still win, so I am not throwing to 3 exposures. I might think a little differently, but I'm hoping since I have 4 jokers, there's a 5th one here, that it's not going to give Mahjong.
Flower. 6 dots.
Yay! Okay, I got to be really careful
Rubber band.
not to touch it.
4 band.
I could have, oh, there goes another.
Flower. 6 dots.
I could have maybe made Mahjong. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have to, let's see, are there any? See, this could be a 1, 3, 5 right here. No, well, yeah, 1.3, bam, 5, crack. 1, yeah, flower 1, 3, 5, huh? Am I missing 5 cracks out? I don't see any. And then what about 1? There's only one dot out. Oh boy, I think Agate is playing. Don't you think so?
There's 7 flowers out.
Oh, so he's dead. What else could he be playing with? Mixed suit? No.
I don't know.
Same suit with 4 flowers? I doubt it. He'd have to have tons of jokers. And there's 1. Well, there's only 12 tiles left. I'll just throw the safer ones right now anyway.
9 band. Green. Flower.
Last one.
5 crack.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think anybody's gonna call that anyway. That's not
Well.
needed.
Joker swap. Joker. 9 crack. 1 crack.
I wonder if I called that. Well, look at that. If I had called that, if I didn't, geez, do that mess up, what would have happened? Oh man.
2 dots. East.
I would have been, right? I would have been on call, maybe, but it would have changed the picking.
Joker.
Oh God. Oh, I'm not throwing that. See, if I called that 5 dot, I wouldn't have been stuck with that north. Someone else would have been. Oh my goodness. All righty.
Joker. Walking.
Oh, let's see what everybody had. So, oh, he was doing 1, 3, 3, 5. 1, 3, 3, 5, and he had 1, 5 crack. Oh. Oh my goodness. I should have seen there were no 1 BAMs out too. I was so thinking it was the mixed soup. Flowers 1, 3, 5. Okay, and then Winds and Dragons was with the 6, 7, 8. He was getting close.
Yeah, but you had 3 of his 7 cracks.
I know. Oh, that's true. He was dead, but I wouldn't have known that. I couldn't have called him dead unless,
No, I know.
well, I could have called him dead with 3, 7 cracks.
But you just got the 3rd one.
Yeah, I did. But if I had the 3 and he had his spouse up, then I definitely would have known he needed the 7 crack. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that was a good try. Oh my goodness. I've got to be careful with that. I've been so good about moving my mouse away and not like clicking quickly like that. But I'm going to try.
See, that's why I slide. I don't click because they move away.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just so not used to doing it. So you slide your tiles up, you mean?
Yeah.
But what
yes.
about, but that happened for the call. That was a 5 dot that I wanted to call and I clicked. Yeah. So that wasn't a discard.
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I normally move my dragons down to the right, but I'm leaving them right where they are because I have 3 pairs right there. And I have the greens and reds. So right away, I'm going to look to see what hands have dragons with flowers. And that would be 2023, line 3. Is there anything else with, yep, 369, line 4. 3-6 line 4. So let's see what we would keep. 3. Oops. So we have another pair. So 3, 6, 9. Look at that.
Nice.
That's a beautiful hand right there. So 3, 6, 9 with the opposite dragons, 4th hand down. I do have to worry about pairs. So my backup would definitely be the 2023 2023. So I will do this, and this to start. It's a very pretty path, but it is what it is. Let's see if I get 6 dots or 9 dots. No. Yuck. I'll mix it up. Ooh. I'm gonna have to really hope that I get I don't want to give up those flowers. So I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
3, 6. 3, 6. Oh, okay. No, that would be without the flowers. So I'm not going to even. At least I have this for a backup if I get a soap for 2023. 2, 0. I need another 2. Okay. I'll hold that. Yucky. I can't complain though. If I had 1 joker to start, it would have been pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would have really given me a nice little port. Oh, Carol, yes, you are so right. The 2 dots to go with the year. Yes, we are keeping that. So I'm going to do 3.
Flower.
Oh, bummer.
3
Let's see if we get any jokers. Okay, I'll get rid of the west first.
West. Flower.
Another flower.
5 crack. Call. 2 bound.
Nope, nope, nope. I don't think I need that for anything here. 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9.
6
No.
crack. So
Oh, 1 soap.
3 crack. Call. 9 dots.
We have a 3 and a 5. A 3 and a 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all that it can be. Pung Kwong, Pung Kwong. Anybody see anything else? I don't see anything else. Or what about 1? No. Nope. Nothing in there. 1, 3, 3, 5. Nope. Just get out all the fresh tiles.
2 bound. 9 crack.
Oh man. Oh boy, I gotta get some tiles in.
7 dots. 9 band. Call. 1 crack.
All right, 2 9 dams up. Maybe I'll grab one this time.
9 crack. Joker swap. 9 dots.
Nope, there goes 1, 2 9 dots. Ooh. Wow. Of course, I'm gonna have to look to see what's not out and get those out. So I'll do this.
5 crack. 6 dots.
I'm kind of locked into 2 things right now, and there goes a 6 dot, and there's a 2 9 dots out.
Six,
369 is not looking
Mhm.
great. I got a green in, I'll take that, and everything is out already, so I guess I'm just going to keep
five dots.
repeating now.
Seven crack. Three crack.
I'm moving my mouse way out of the way until I get there. So I don't make any mistakes. No one, oh, there's one out of those two already.
One dot. Four dots. Seven bam. Green.
Okay, so I need a pung for either one of those hands, and I already have it, so I'm good to go here. One joker, yippee yay.
One crack. One bam. Seven bam.
I hate to call flowers with jokers because they go immediately. And I'm hoping that I get a soap or another tile, another two.
Two bam.
Ain't getting nothing here, so it's not really doing too good. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the 6 first. Not knowing what he's doing, I think the 6 went out pretty early on, so.
Six bam. West.
All right, well, it wasn't West, but it was somebody.
North.
Good reason to get it out. All right, where we go. So he is playing north, south, 4, 5, 6. So we could keep an eye on, and the joker is not alive. Keep an eye on the 4s and 5s. Maybe we'll call him dead.
North.
Oh, that's safe. 8 is fresh. We'll get that baby out.
Eight dots. Three bam. Six crack. Two dots.
There's 2 dot. How many went out so far? None, just one. This one is the only one. Yeah, so I got to keep track of that. 1 soap is out, 1 2 dot is out. Oh, I wish I could call singles. I can't, I don't even have soap. All right, 8 crack. Let's see. I got to get that out.
Eight crack. One bam. Three dots.
There goes a 3 dot. Bummer. I can't do,
So
don't need it. There's a second soap. There's a 1 bam. All of these tiles have already gone out already. I think this is a 2 times. All right, so
one bam. West. Flower.
wouldn't it be nice if I mean, doesn't even make sense. I mean, if I'm going to do 2 0 2 3, I can call that flower, but I'm giving somebody a joker. But my chances are probably better. I still have something to get rid of, and to worry about a pair of 6s and a pair of 9s when 2 9s have gone out already. And how many 6s? Maybe somebody else is using 6s. No, there's 1 6 out, 1 6, maybe still. Oh, do I want to call it? I know somebody's going to take that flower. Maybe I should try it. Why not? Randy says wait. Randy says wait. I know I need a soap. I'll wait.
One crack.
I'm waiting. Now I don't even have to use it if I want. I don't want to. Now I just have to get one more good pick, a 2 or a soap. What are the chances I'm going to get a 2 or a soap? Don't vote on this, everybody, because I know what you're going to say, okay?
One dot. One crack.
You're going to say there's no chance I'm going to get that soap. I'm calling the soap. I mean, I'm calling the red. Randy's laughing because I said I'm calling the soap. All right. All righty. Well, my mind is made up, of course. So I need All right, which one of these are hotter? The 3? Both the same. Okay, which one went out earlier though? The 6 went out here and the 3 on the bottom row. So the 6 would be a little hotter because it went out earlier. So let's see what happens.
6 dots, 8 dots, 7 dots, 8 dots.
Now don't hold your breath, everybody, because I'll have a whole bunch of dead watchers if you hold your breath on me getting a 2 or a soap. Oh, 8. Oh, let's see. Why does that sound like it's really fresh to me? Because it is really fresh. Okay, Wes is going to call it, right?
8 bands, 2
Of
bands,
course.
6 dots,
There goes a
8
6
bands.
dot. What? That doesn't do me any good. It does me no good. Or do I want to discard 1 flower? No, because even if I discard a flower and they put up a joker, it doesn't do me any good at all. I can't even do my little flower game because I need a singles. But I can hold it for a safe tile. Oh, so sad. So sad.
3 dots, 7 cracks, east, 5 dots.
I gotta tell you, when I edit these videos and listen to myself back, I'm like complain so much. I always talk about don't complain. Oh. 4 crack, did that go out? Well,
4
it's
cracks,
going out
2
now.
bands, 4 dots, 5 dots.
Do you believe this? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna throw jokers now because maybe I could try for a jokerless hand. I mean, they're gonna know I'm playing either, you know, 3 hands, and if they're that smart to count all the tiles that are out, well, then let them do it. But I need to keep at least 1 right now. But
Uh,
oh, there's the second 2 dot. Oh my goodness. It makes me
Mahjong.
want to take it.
uh,
All right. Well, we tried. That was a good go. That was a good go. And that's just always so challenging to try to get those singles. Man, really, look at how many jokers I had. And then,
the soaps must still be on the wall.
yeah, let's look and see. Oops, wrong one. Look at that, 2 soaps there and the 2 dot all the way down here. So even if I got one of the soaps, what would have been the chances we would have made it here for me to Mahjong? Oh my God, 4, 5, 6, north, south, consecutive run line 6. That was 8, 9, 8, 9, but not doing too good there. And then consecutive run line 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, it was fun. I'm gonna get off early tonight, like I said earlier, because I do have some commitments and deadlines I have to get to. So I still have some work to do tonight. Yippee, yippee. And it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. Let me stop sharing real quick. Thank you for keeping me company during my misery. No, it's not miserable. It's a lot of, it's a lot of luck. It really is. And I mean, certainly it's definitely, there's a lot of skill involved and trying to figure out what you're going to keep and save and make sure you have switchable hands and all that. But if you don't get the tiles, even if you have those jokers, I had so many jokers, I, was relying on singles. And whether I went with the 369 or the 2023 hand, I was relying on singles there. So that's risky. And thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, everybody on YouTube, for watching. I will, now Sunday is still up in the air because Karen and I had a little party on Sunday together. I actually did an educational session. So I did a real slow moving, methodical walking through everything. And so Karen kept me company. That was
My pleasure.
Thank
Debbie,
you.
tell me, how much time do you have in real play to make your decisions and pass your tiles?
Well, when you are playing with experienced players, they want to go fast because they want to get more games in. But the only way you learn how to speed that up is getting to know the card really well. That's the key to it. And the same thing with when discards go out. Nobody wants to play with someone that every single hand they have to think about what they're going to throw. That's why I always talk about the beginning game, the first 33 tiles, and even the second 33. Pretty much, you don't want to think and worry about what you're getting out. You want to think, I want to get out the freshest tiles, the ones that are not on there. Let me get them out because I'm really sabotaging my opponent's hands. And then when you get into the end game, or when people have more exposures up, then you could be more diligent about watching what's going on, and you may have to take a little time. We all do. I mean, everybody I play with at one time or another will say, give me a few seconds. I got to figure this out, right, Phyllis? That happens all the time because, sometimes you're trying to figure out, like, I can take my time and talk through this stuff. Do I want to do the 369? Do I want to do the, and I'm counting how many discards. When you're in real life, you can't do that. You don't have that time. And I had played in a small tournament this past Monday, and there were some newer players playing in the tournament. And we almost ran out of time on one of the rounds because this one gal, even though we kept saying you got to speed it up, it just was, every single pick, he's trying to decide what to throw and what's out there and looking. Yeah. So that's something you want to work on. You do want to work on that. And hopefully when you're newer and you play with people, they'll be gracious enough to, grant you that little bit of time and be patient with you. For me, if I'm playing with newer players, I'll always say to them, do you mind if I give you a suggestion or help you out? If I see there's something they could be doing to speed something up. But it's hard if it's somebody that's been playing a while and they're new and they're doing something crazy. You don't want to. I can't wear a teacher's hat on when I'm playing with my friends. That's not as well received in that respect. But for the newer players, they're usually they welcome some help that way. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, and so I hope everybody heads over to YouTube, by the way, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to support me and check out some of the videos I have, the interviews on Expert Connect. Bernstein, the author and podcaster, was on this past Sunday, and it was a delightful, very heartwarming, touching episode. And if you haven't seen it, you should see it, because it's a great example of the resilience that we need in life at times, and how curveballs are thrown to us. I mean, we all get them. It's just a matter of how fast they come at us, And so please head over, support me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It's MahjCon, MahjCon. I'll pop on Sunday and see if anybody's on. but I'm not going to, hook into a live stream on YouTube if I don't have a fairly decent audience. It's just the way it is for Sundays. I don't think it's a great day for some reason. Maybe church is part of it, family day, I don't know. Could be a bunch of other things. Until we see each other again, thank you so much for spending the night with me and watching all my wins. And that's not northeast, southwest, by the way. It's wins without an E. All right. Good night for now. Be well, everybody. Bye-bye.